Before you enter the case file, you need to know how this works. Dark Triad Boss is a choice-based workplace survival game. You read the scene and you listen to the narrator. You choose your response. Then you watch what the room does with it. Because this game is not asking, can you win the argument? It is asking, can you read the room before the room rewrites you? Every choice changes the file. Some choices build evidence, some protect your reputation, some raise threat, some help you leave cleanly, and some choices feel powerful for 10 seconds. Then give the system exactly what it needed. Enter the case file. When you start the game, you are entering an interactive case file. This is not a button-mashing game. This is a pattern-reading game. The danger will not always announce itself. Sometimes it looks like a missing meeting invite, a soft comment in the hallway, a coworker who seems supportive but asks too many questions, a vague HR conversation, a boss who looks wounded before anyone asks what happened. Your job is not to react to every moment. Your job is to notice what the room is building. How the gameplay loop works. The gameplay loop is simple. First, read the scene, then listen to the narrator, study the choices, pick the response that fits your strategy. After certain choices, watch for the system trace updated card. Then check your stats, then keep moving through the case. Eventually, your choices create one of several endings. The game remembers how you handled the room. Not just once, repeatedly. Choices are pressure tests. Now here's the part that matters. Choices are not moral tests. They are pressure tests. There may not be a perfect choice. There may only be a choice that protects one thing while risking something else. A quiet choice may help you observe, document, redirect, or preserve leverage. A high conflict choice may let you confront, challenge, demand answers, or name the pattern out loud. A trusting choice may feel human. You may explain, confide, comply, or hand over access. But every path has a consequence. The quiet path can keep you moving. The confrontational path can raise threat. The trusting path can give the wrong person information too early. No path means you are bad. Each path teaches a different consequence. So before you choose, ask, what does this build? Proof, leverage, reputation, safety? Or does it give the room a quote, a reaction, a leak, or a story? Stats are signals. The dashboard is your live case file. The stats are not grades. They are signals. They show what your choices are building or exposing. Evidence is your proof. Screenshots, meeting notes, email threads, access logs, authorship trails. Evidence helps answer, what happened? When did it happen? Can you prove it? Reputation is how the room currently reads you. High reputation means you still look credible, measured, and professional. Low reputation does not always mean you did something wrong. It means the room's story about you is changing. Composure is whether the system can use your visible reaction. This does not mean your character is not upset. It means you are not giving the room an easy emotional moment to record instead of the pattern. Pattern recognition is how clearly you understand the whole system, not just one bad moment. The boss, the coworkers, the meetings, the hallway comments, the missing records, the shifting language. All of it connects. Exit readiness is whether you are preparing a way out, because sometimes the strongest move is not making the room fair. Sometimes the strongest move is leaving with your file intact. You do not need to memorize every number. Just watch what changes. Watch the system trace. When you see system trace updated, stop and read it. That is not decoration. That is the receipt feed. It tells you what the room noticed. Maybe evidence increased, maybe threat rose, maybe composure dropped, maybe reputation shifted, maybe an inventory item was added. Maybe the system extracted a reaction from you. Think of the trace as the game whispering. Something just moved. A choice can look calm, but build power. A choice can feel honest, but increase risk. A choice can lower tension now, but weaken your record later. Watch the trace. The trace tells you what the room learned from your choice. Receipts change endings. Inventory items are your receipts. They may include email threads, contradiction records, coworker warnings, written corrections, forensic backups, protected evidence, or resume updates. You are not only collecting proof, you are building a structure. Some endings require certain inventory combinations, so do not treat receipts like bonus points. Receipts are historical truth, and historical truth can survive the room. How to choose strategically. Before you pick a response, ask yourself, what record will this choice create? Who benefits if I react emotionally? Am I building proof or just relief? Am I giving the room a quote to use against me? Am I testing an ally or trusting too quickly? Am I protecting my future options? Am I naming the pattern or letting the room name me? A strong route usually means document quietly, keep things in writing, avoid vague language. Do not over-explain emotionally. Test coworkers carefully. Protect original records. Build external options. Prepare an exit. Read the pattern before confronting the room. Endings are built. The endings are not simple win or lose screens. They show what kind of pattern your choices created. One choice rarely decides everything. The game watches what you repeatedly protect, risk, ignore, or give away. You might expose the web, you might leave cleanly, you might get caught in the reaction trap. You might have strong facts, but watch the room protect the person who looked wounded first. You might survive, but never fully name the pattern. Or you might sense what happened, but fail to convert it into leverage. That is the point. The question is not only, were you right? The question is, did you preserve enough of the pattern to survive how the room tells the story? So when you play Dark Triad Boss, do not rush. Read the scene, listen to the narrator, study the choices, Watch the system trace. Check the dashboard. Protect your receipts. And remember, the loudest choice is not always the strongest choice. The nicest choice is not always the safest choice. HR involvement does not always mean protection. A supportive coworker is not always a safe witness. Evidence alone is not always enough. And being right does not automatically protect you. This is a game about power. When power does not want to be seen, enter the case file when ready. Read the room before it rewrites you. Patterns don't lie. People do.